doke. Hey, Casey. How are you doing? I'll just wait a little bit before I get started so I can get into how I put all this together. Oh, well, I have my sciatic nerve. I'm going to have to sit down tonight to do this. It's going to be a real challenge for me because I don't normally do that. I was doing something in here and moved a little bit where I shouldn't have, and I got like myself a lidocaine patch on it. I can't wait to see me when I take this thing off. It's going to be unbelievable. God, that's awful. I don't know. I moved wrong. I moved wrong, and it's been like I've been laying all day long. Yeah, it does, and I'm just afraid it's going to go out, and if it goes out, I'll be down for like a week or two. Yeah, no fun. None at all. I've been very undecided with my task. I can tell when I don't feel good, I do crazy things. But let's see what time it is. I'm going to go ahead and get started because this is going to take me a while. So people can either catch up if they come in, or they can watch it on the replay. This is what I am I put this on right here. We'll start out so I can... I start with, this is a base that I got at Hobby Lobby, and it was $18. This one's a little bit different. They're the same price, so I got them 50% off, so it's like $8. And then what I do, because I always feel like when you just put a little bit of foam, it's too top heavy for me, and I'm always thinking about, you know, like plastic things, and when they fall over, and it makes me crazy. So this is I could have actually went with that 8-inch round, but I didn't have one. This is a 10-inch round. It's a little bit larger than what I wanted, but since I whipped my sciatic today, I wasn't going anywhere. So this is, and all it is I just drill it through in the middle, and then I painted it, and I put a little bit of gold around the bottom to, you know, accent it. Hey, CC. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, I think it'll be super cute if I can get this together tonight. I was telling her my sciatica, I did something to it today, and I'm hurting for certain. But anyways, you just drill the board in, and then I painted the top and painted the bottom part of it just so that it, you know, looks nice. And I used whatever I had, and what I had was chalk paint. It was from Hobby Lobby on there. And it's just a neutral color that is acrylic paint, and it's French linen. And then I accent the bottom with a little bit of gold, and if I would have felt better, I probably would have accented more, and I might do that later before I take a picture of it when I'm all done. So then I took 2 of the square styrofoams that you get from Dollar Tree store, and I glued them on, and I cut one of them in half, stuck this one on. Now I can't catch a break. And I had it at the full height, and then I thought it was too tall, and so then I chopped some of it off. And then after I looked at it, I thought I wanted this a little bit higher. And so now I'm going to be gluing on this on top of here. I'm going to have so much foam on this. I'm going to have enough flowers to cover it all. I'm going to glue this on top of here. We're going to turn this all the way up so that we can get it on there, and it comes out really good. I don't feel like using the pot. And watch, I'll probably burn my fingers off tonight. So we're going to take that and we're going to put that right there. And this, let's lower this down. I got my new thing here, and it's working very, 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 very good. And I really, 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 really like it. This new one that I got. Anyways, and we're going to glue this on top. This is just made out of foam. Now, all of my flowers came from Jam Design. This here, the Beehive, the mushrooms I were red, and I recovered those, which is a kind of, I guess I can make mushrooms now after I took them all apart and then I redid them. And the bees, these bees right here that I got. These are from Regency. And I bought them online somewhere last year. I don't know if they're still around. And then I took and put some of my little bees, glued them on here to make them cutesy. So we're going to glue this on top because this is just like it's really thin. And all it is foam. What they did is, this is rolled. Probably not really rolled. Yeah, I think it is. And then they painted it pink. But this is very, very, very thin. So I don't think I'm going to be able to put anything on there to stick through it because it's hollow. And I just don't think it will, I was going to put a little stick through it. And I'm just going to glue this where it's looking at me and let it sit here for a minute. Yeah, I had it the right height, and then I decided it was too high, and then I'm chopping it off again. Very undecisive today. So we have this. And we're going to glue these in. I want one up, and I'm going to bring one down. And these were on, this was a pick. It was a red with little white dots on it. And I took the red off and put the pink on it so it would match because I couldn't go anywhere to get anything else. And we're just going to glue that in and hold it because the stem on this is not very good. As I guess because I probably played with it just a little bit too much. Hello, Carolyn. Thanks for stopping by. As I told them, I'm making a centerpiece on a candle holder like this from Hobby Lobby. $9, 50% off. And I put a, you know, like the wood blanks. This is a 10-inch round. With this, I would have preferred using a 8-inch, but I didn't have an 8-inch. I had an 8-inch, but it had something glued on it, and I couldn't get it off without tearing it all apart. So we're just going to glue those in, and I put the pink stuff on them, and then I put some little bees on them. And I'm going to put a couple of, let's hold this down just a little bit more because I want them to tip in. Because they, once I think I played with them just a little bit too much, so they were, the wire in them isn't as firm as it once was. It seems like with this kind of foam that when you have your glue too hot, it just melts it to death. So I'm turning that down. And we are going to, I guess I should probably put this on a turner. This is is really difficult. I just can't sit. Okay. So, all of my flowers are from Jam's Designs. And she's got a website. And they have sales all the time. We're going to put some butterflies on there. And I'm going to be using this right here. It's not a pusher, but I just like the yellow that I can stick up. And what I'm going to start out with is I have this ivy. And I only have 2 of them, so I'm going to put this around sporadically. And I think I have like 8 cuts off of this. And this again, everything except for the beehive and the mushrooms came from, this was from Regency. And I got it. All of the pinky stuff is from Regency. And that was, I'm pretty sure it was last year's. Because I've had it. But I'll have all the numbers in there, and maybe you'll be able to get it. I'm not sure. But we're going to spread this around because I like the different, I like the colors on this a lot. And we are just going to, I wanted to see if I really like this or not, but I guess I'll keep it in there. What I'm going to do is just look around, get my longer pieces, put those in front. I want to make sure, see how many I have. I didn't count them beforehand. I know I've got like 8 or 9 pieces a piece, but I didn't look to see what size. That's what I always do when I only have a few things, you know. I like to make sure I'm uniform. And I find that when you're first starting out, you're doing centerpieces and things like that, even on your wreaths, you're better off counting all of your things before you put it in, so you can make sure that you're uniform. That's how I try to do it. And this is not a pusher. So we're going to just put this around, and I want to see if I can get it in there without having to put a pick on it, because my pick machine I haven't used in a while, and I'm sure it will give me a lot of hassle tonight because it hasn't been oiled. And I don't think I need that. I'll be pushing that right out the window. What I'm going to do is just stick it in, and then I really want to put this around because I'm going to put a bow in through here too, so you can see. I'm just going to evenly put this around, then I will put in my yellows. Because I find that sometimes when you just have everything all cut up and you start putting it in, you just start putting all sorts of crap in, and you're not really looking at what you're doing and seeing if it's uniform or if it's, you know, looks right. I've done that many times. So what are you guys doing tonight? Did you guys get all your taxes put in? Today is tax day. I thought tax day was the 17th. Am I wrong? No, I thought they gave us to the 17th. Wrong? Right? I'm going to save a couple for in the front, but I'm going to put a bow there. So I want to kind of leave that open. These mushrooms, I'll have to do I'm going to do I'll do a video on those, because after I took it apart, they're kind of simple to do. You know, they're more or less like how I do my my balls, with shoving everything in. Hi Deb, thanks for coming in. We're making a bee centerpiece off of a candle holder with a 8-inch round. Let me see, I got 1, 2. Need a short one, short. I'm gonna take this one and put it in like this. So I'm going to use one on the front. I'll use those. I'm going to make the bow, because I'm going to put the bow in through here, coming down. So let's get that in there. And I have, where did I put my, right here. This is what I'm going to use for my ribbon. This is, I think I got this from Ribbons to Bows. I'm sure it was probably from, which one did I get it from? I'm not really sure, because I've had it. But I'll put the number in there, and this is a Ferris silk, and the other one is probably you could get it from, I'm only going to use that for just a little bit. Just for a little tag, not a big bow. Just one that will hang down, and let's see what size I want to use. I know my CPA called me because he just sent me my stuff because I was late getting my stuff in. And he called me to say, did you send in your paper for me to be able to, you know, put it through electronically? And I'm like, yeah, I sent it in. You didn't get it. I think he was worried about he didn't get his check before he sent my stuff in. I said, yes, I did. Okay, so this bow that I'm going to make, because I don't want it to be really overpowering, I'm just going to kind of lay it down here in through this area right through here. Really just to kind of take up space too, because I have so much foam up there, which I really shouldn't have, but I do. So let's see what we got. I'm going to go, these are like 5 inches. So I'm just going to do a small little itty bitty bow. Let's pinch it. We'll go 10 inches. Bring it in, pinch it. I'm going to bring another side in, 10 inches. You know, you can do your hand bows. You put yours on the 15 too? I thought you already had yours done. You bring them up to make sure they're the same height. Let's put this out. This is a canvas, and it's really kind of a heavy canvas. Let me start this. I don't like how that looks. Let's go there and twist. And twist. I think I'm going to do, no I'm not, I'm going to. And I'm going to start out with pink. You can see, you know I don't feel well when I have to sit and think about what I'm doing. I can't believe it. I don't know what I did this morning. I did it this morning when I was in here. I was moving some stuff around. I shifted the wrong way. This is really, really, really nice. This here is really heavy in it. I'm not sure. It's a very, very, very heavy one. Because I only have a little bit of this pink like this, so I want to do the pink, then the yellow, then the pink. Think about what you're doing, girl. So we're making 5-inch loops. And then we're going to put this one on top of there. But you know what, we're going to wait a little bit because I'm going to make that just a little bit smaller. So then when I'm putting it on there, yeah, we'll make this one just a little bit smaller. Lay it right over top between your fingers. And then twist it. And you need to twist this one quite hard, because it don't want to move too much. Yeah, I know yours were done. That's the same. You didn't send them until the 15th? Hey, Brenda. You're not late. We're making a bee thing on a candle holder like this with a 8-inch round, like what the signs are made with. I got that at Hobby Lobby. I think you get like a couple in a package. That's what I use when I do centerpieces, because I don't know what it is. I always feel like they're top heavy when you just put them on top of the candle. Don't ask me why. And this one could have been done with an 8-inch, but I didn't have one, and I just couldn't go out. All right, and what we're gonna do with this, because I only have a little bit, is we are going to divide it down the middle. Yeah, okay. This is just gonna go, I'm gonna have like, this is gonna be my inside bow type thing. Put it in there, twist it. I suppose I should have measured it for you, because this is like the perfect size. So then I'll know. This is 20 inches. So take it, put it in the middle, so you know that's your middle. Okay, and then we are going to put a little tie here. Then I'm going to, don't have any, I'm going to have to use one of my thicker ones, and hopefully I can get that shoved in there. Oh, but I can use one of my straight pins for it. Let's cut this in half. You filed yesterday? Well, I hope I got filed today, because my CPA was wondering where my check was, and where my for him to be able to electronic, you have to sign these little papers. I thought I already did that, but I said, I don't know, I sent that last week. I don't know where it's at. So hopefully I get mine in today. So we're gonna bring these, the long ones, over here, but we're gonna cut them. Flip it up. And I'm gonna cut it down as close as I can. Then I'm gonna use this and pull it through. And I think I'll use a T-pin to stick it into the foam. So that will take up another spot that's gonna cover up all this foam I got up here. Because I got a big jaunt here. Yeah, I will tell you something though, which I didn't really realize until after, after I cut it down because I thought it was too tall, and then I decided, oh my God, no, now I gotta add more to it. Well, you can take, especially these right here, because I normally like that foamy stuff that you do. It just seems like it doesn't make such a mess, and the holes are a lot smaller. But you can take this and rub it against things, and you can flatten things out with it. I mean, it's just like having a saw. I sawed that down just perfect. Messy, but it works. Because I should have left it the way it was. But I didn't. Okay, I'm going to dovetail these. This one, let me see. We're going to cut these down quite a bit. We had a beautiful day here. Yeah, probably too. I worked out. Well, I really didn't do anything. I had my grandkids here yesterday, and they were cleaning up my flower beds and hauling crap around because I didn't really do anything last year. So there was a lot to do. And all I did was take them to this, went to Walmart, and all we did was had them haul everything in the truck for me, but I didn't really pick anything up, and I don't know. My leg was kind of touchy yesterday. Put that there. This one here. Oh yeah, that really covers up a lot. Good idea, Debbie. Good idea. Now, I use this same pattern or formula when I do fall things. I do pumpkins on them. Hey, Dawn. Hello, Miss Dawn. I'm so happy you made it. I'm going to use one of these T-pins that I have here, probably a bigger one. They're like this. You can use them to stuff your stuff in plastic and stuff. Probably not as long as that one. Let's see what I got. So this is a good sewing thing. I'm going to stick it right into there, and then I'm going to use now I'm going to take my little pin, because I got it in there. I'm going to stuff it through into the glue, into the hole to hold it. Oh, now that looks cute. I think I like it. Just stick, get my little fingers in there. I'll take one more, maybe a big one. Stuff it in there. And all I'm doing is securing that pin. And I will glue that up so that it stays. And fluff it out a little bit. Let that dry before I start fluffing all over and pulling it back out. So we got it like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take the rest of these ones that I had cut to see where I want to put it inside here to bring out some of this. Try to get in between where this bow is at. Pull the bow out with it. I'm going to put one underneath. I know you can't see it, but I'll show you after I get it in. After I pull that up. Stop fooling with the bow so you don't pull it free. Let it dry, Deborah. See? So we have a little bit of green coming out through it. Okay? And now I'm going to take, and we're going to use this yellow. This is the only yellow I could find that I have. It's not my favorite yellow to use because it's got, I don't know what they call it, but it's just not my favorite stuff. It's got the coating on the ends of it, and it seems like that, this is like perfect for what I wanted, but to, the stuff all comes unraveled, and it irritates me. Okay? When I don't feel well, things really irritate me, I find. I've been like going, oh my God, what is wrong with it? So we're going to stuff this in here. We're going to put it up and down a little bit. Some of these I put on picks because to see whether or not it was really sticking. Let's take this one out. It was sticking on me and I didn't have enough time to oil it. Because I haven't used it in a while. I had to search for it. I didn't remember where I put it. And as we all know, those pick machines just don't work unless they've been oiled a lot. And mine, I can't remember the last time I used it. See it, when they start to come apart, they become really small. And this is not a pusher too. So we're going to stick it in there. And I'm sticking some up on top here with the little mushrooms. Let's see if I can't get these two wound around each other. There's another one. Because I think once I put them in there, if they don't stick as well, I'll put glue on them and then I can put a pin on them and the pin will hold them. And I thought this is kind of nice to have in your shop for Mother's Day. Things like this. And we'll just make a little hole right here. And I'm like turning it this way so it will go inside and then it falls down. And we're going to shoot some glue in it so that it will stay. See, and then it falls, and we'll put some over here where I put that in, we'll put some over here where I put that one in, and right here. This one here looks a little long, so I'm going to cut him out. And I'm going to make a hole right here with my little cutters, right? These little, whatever they're called. I'm just putting a hole into this, and then I'm going to stick this in there after I cut some of it off. And I'm putting it in like this. On this angle. Just shoving it in. And then we'll put one going down. Take this one off. Put another hole down below. And I'm going to put it in like this. Some glue in. Well, isn't that kitty? That's looking really cute. I'm surprised. I don't know, I wasn't thinking I was going to be very successful tonight with this. I had it in my brain what I wanted, but I wasn't sure it was going to come out together. Okay, we need some over here. So where's my little... A little bit more of that off. See, once you cut this, it's like they all sort of just come apart. And I should have maybe done it where it was like in one gigantic piece and then spread it out. But I didn't. I need some shorts. Shorts. Let's see if I can cut this down. So have you guys been having nice weather? We had 70 degrees yesterday. was quite lovely. But I think it's supposed to get cold again. Today I think it was 60. So I want this to go up and down. So we're gonna take this in, I'm gonna put it in just like this. I'm gonna make a hole right there. I'm gonna stick that little booger in. I wish I would have had more of this ivy. It's so pretty, but I think when I bought it, that it was sold out. I need some more shorts. Shorts. We're going to make some shorts. Okay. I'm bunching this all together. Then I'm going to take the one that has, the other ones are just plastic. I'm going to wrap it around there to try to keep it all together so that I can stick it in over here. And I'm putting my little hole in on the side like that. And then, I'm not going to go. I'm going to angle it and I'm going to stick it in there. So then I can drop it down. Let's put some glue in it. Yeah, I find with the silk ones that, well, they're not really silk, but they're wrapped. Once they start to come apart, they're really not good. It was 80 today with you? Lucky you. Yeah, well, I won't be seeing that for quite a while. I mean, I think it was 77 or something like that yesterday, and that was like, it was like a heat wave. We have not had really warm weather. This will go. I'm wrapping it up again because I want it back here. Because we're going to put in, I've got these here. They're like little roses. These are so pretty, but they don't, I really like the greens on these shoes, but I can't push them up. They only push up to one, but I think I can take these out and maybe glue them on. I like that, the color. Okay, so we're going to turn this again, and we're going to put it back here. Once I make a hole. Then I push them up and down so it looks like it's falling over. And the little beehive is in the middle. Of this little nestle of trees and flowers and leaves. I'll pull some of this up in the back. So it looks like that. Yeah, kind of like it. Okay, we're going to save this. Now I'm going to take this one right here so I can have a little bit of color in here, and we're going to see if I can't divide this up into so many. And this is another one that came from Jams. I could only find one, so let's see what we got here. Let's fold it out. So I can make sure I can put it all around. We got one. I would really like to have one here. Another one. This is not. Two. We got 3 here, 2. I can divide this up into by separating it. As long as I can keep it together. And I'm just dividing it up to see how many I have, so when I put it in, I can make sure I divide it. Let's just take this off. You know, peel it apart. It's good for this though. When you want to have different. Let's see. We got that there. We got this one here. Okay. So now we've got 1. This one goes with this though. 2, 3, 4, 5. One probably goes 6. We got 8 of them. All right. Okay, I'm going to put one in the front here, underneath the bow. I think I've got the bow pretty good in there now. And I'm just going to pull this up and not tear it apart. Oh dear. Okay, and I got another ferny thing over here, so I don't really want this to come apart. It wants to. Got that there. We're going to put this one over here on this side for balance. I'm just kind of fumbling through what I've got. Yeah, you see, now I find that this foam for this type of stuff, when you're using the ones that have the wrapped, is not good because it makes it all come apart. Where that cracky stuff, crack and smack or whatever you want to call it, that stuff, I don't know, it doesn't all fall apart. And I didn't have any sitting around. Look at how cute that looks. Oh my God. I'm really kind of, I didn't think it would turn out this cute. If you'd seen me earlier laying on the couch, you wouldn't think I'd be doing this. Trust me. I was thinking, And I'm going to do that again. I'm going to take it, I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to stick it back here, because with this I find you can actually do this. And I've got some filler that I'm going to put in there to cover up the rest of that. And I'm going to put another one back there with the white ball. I like these colors. I really like this. I don't know. I can only find one. I know I have to have more of this. I just know it. So we're going to have to try to tie this all together because it's coming apart. And I'm doing the same thing. Putting my holes in so I can stick this in there. Then I more or less just pull it down so it fades in with everything. Slap some glue in there. Let me look, let me look, let me look. I need some of this over here. No, I think I'm going to go with this. This color here. This color here. That one in the back. We got one more. I'm going to glue a couple of these on, just around. And then we're going to I'm going to take a couple of clumps of these and put those through, because I think they're pretty. I think yellow. You like it? Yeah, I think it's turned out pretty cute. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't thinking it was going to turn out very well. I was thinking I wasn't in the mood, but it doesn't look bad. I'm just going where the bow is and stuffing some of the flowers around it so it covers up what I have there. Okay, and white. Yeah, I wish these pushed up, they don't. So we're going to stick some in through here. I'm just going to put it around the base of the, we'll alternate all around the edges of this. And stick it in there. Bees, yeah. Well, someone thinks he's at the Indianapolis 500 out there. I want a pink one right here. Right here. Tall one. I haven't put my bees in yet. Let's see. We're going to turn this 2 in here. I'm going to stick it right through there. Turn it around. Bring it up. See if we can't anchor that little booger. I also have some little butterflies I'm going to put on the, well, maybe I might only put one down. I'm not really fond of these. They just matched. I mean, I've seen cuter bees, but they matched this. They came together with it. Let's see if I can. Okay. Might have to put another wire on him. There. We'll put one coming out. That will be, I don't know, these are kind of funky looking, I think. But it was part of it. You know, they don't, I don't know, it's like a little sausage. Reminds me of a sausage. But it matched. And then I have these little cute things, my little butterflies. You know, I'll put two on there. there we go. That's our project for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be, I don't know. There we go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll have all the information once I get it onto Vimeo of where I got everything, but all the flowers were from Jam Designs. The only thing that isn't is the pink bees and this and the mushrooms, but the mushrooms are red, and I'm thinking if you guys are interested, I will show you how to make them, because I recovered these. These were red and I needed pink, and it didn't, nothing I could put together would match. So if you're interested in that, I will try to do it. Thank everybody for staying with me. Thank you, CC, for being here with me, and everyone else that showed up. And next week I'm gonna do something about it with Halloween. I'm gonna try to do one of my witches with the new hat, and probably most of the things I will be doing as far as attachments and things like that is gonna be Halloween. I think that most people, I mean, I don't know how you sell on that, but I just know that my season is Halloween, fall, Christmas, and I mean, I do a few things. I sell all year round, but the things I sell the most of, that's what I sell the most of. And I think that's what you guys need to see if you want to sell this kind of stuff. And that's what, you know, my Etsy shop, that's what I just sold pumpkins the other day. And I just got an order today for Christmas balls. So people do buy things out of season. So I will see you next week. Everybody, take it easy. Be glad today's date's over with, and we start a new year. Bye.